Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're taking a highly structured, totally objective look at the enterprise software landscape. Specifically, we're evaluating the absolute best Kissflow alternatives out there for 2026. If you're an operations manager, a compliance officer, or an IT leader, you already know that choosing the right software architecture is literally one of the most critical decisions you can make for your team's efficiency and security. So, our goal today is to give you an honest, strictly ranked comparison to help you make the absolute best, most strategic choice for your organization.
To get us there, here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the workflow automation category, then explore why teams seek Kissflow alternatives. After that, we'll reveal our top 7 alternatives for 2026, dive into why Process Street ranks first, and wrap up with how to choose the right tool for you.
Section 1. The workflow automation category. Before we even look at alternatives, we really need to set a fair, factual baseline of the software landscape we're operating in.
To understand the alternatives, we've got to look at Kissflow itself. Now, Kissflow is a highly capable no-code workflow and business process management, or BPM, platform. It sits really solidly in this category and honestly does a great job for organizations that just need generalized process management. It has some fantastic strengths and is a totally respected product for standard business process automation. We're definitely not here to disparage it. Instead, we're looking at how organizational needs often evolve way beyond standard BPM. Let's move to Section 2 and see how this builds into our central question, why seek Kissflow alternatives? It's a pretty direct question, right? But it's actually the pivot point of our explainer today. If Kissflow is such a capable BPM platform, why do teams outgrow it? Why are operations and compliance leaders actively hunting for something different in 2026? Well, the answer really lies in that massive gap between running a general, everyday workflow and managing strict, uncompromising compliance. You see, a lot of teams start off with basic documents and project boards, but as an organization scales up or maybe faces some new regulatory scrutiny, they hit a wall. Suddenly, they desperately require enforceable, recurring, audit-ready process execution. Teams start looking for alternatives because they realize that just having policies written down somewhere, that just doesn't cut it anymore. They need those specific standard operating procedures, those SOPs, to run the exact same way every single time, complete with an undeniable full completion trail. Basically, they need proof.
And that brings us perfectly to Section 3, the top 7 alternatives for 2026. Let's keep a brisk, objective pace as we count down the market leaders meeting these exact evolving demands.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the incredible variety of strengths out there across the market. Let's run through alternatives 2 through 7 on our ranked list. Coming in at number 2, we've got Pipefy, which is fantastic for no-code process automation using those Kanban-style pipes. Number 3 is Nintex, a total powerhouse for heavy enterprise process automation and workflow. At 4, Process Maker brings a really robust, low-code BPM solution to the table. Number 5, Tallyfy, is laser-focused on recurring process management. Number 6 is Notion, offering super flexible docs, wikis, and lightweight databases. And rounding out our list at number 7 is Smartsheet, which is just perfect for teams needing spreadsheet-centric work management paired with solid enterprise reporting. Each of these hits a very specific market need incredibly well. But that leaves us with our number 1 overall pick, the one platform that distinctly bridges that massive gap between a written policy and strict enforceable execution. Our number 1 pick for 2026 is absolutely Process Street. Based purely on the sheer merits of its audit-ready capabilities, Process Street stands entirely alone for teams that require recurring, auditable process and SOP execution. Which naturally leads us right into Section 4, why Process Street ranks first. Let's dive deep into the specific capabilities that earned it the very top spot on our list. The main differentiator here is really how we define the category. Process Street isn't just a standard BPM tool, it's a full-fledged compliance operations platform. It takes your written policies and procedures and actually transforms them into automated, AI-enforced workflows, complete with a 100% full audit trail. This is a massive, critical structural evolution from basic business process management. It literally shifts your operations from, well, we hope this gets done correctly, to, we can definitively prove this was done correctly. Let's walk through the 3 core technical strengths making this possible. Step 1. It acts as a rock-solid document management system for all your SOPs and policies. Step 2. It layers on some seriously powerful no-code workflow automation,
We're talking dynamic tasks, forms, strict approvals, and conditional logic that adapts on the fly. And finally, step 3, which is honestly the game changer, AI compliance agent monitoring. These 3 pieces lock together to create a virtually foolproof operational system.
And this brilliantly illustrates where the true power really lies. That third step. Process Street's AI compliance agent actively monitors your process execution in real time. If a team member accidentally misses a crucial compliance check, the AI flags it. If they try to skip a mandatory data entry step, the AI flags it. It actively prevents human error while the process is happening, guaranteeing that the procedure is followed to the exact letter before it can even be marked complete. Because of that flawless tracking, Process Street is the absolute ideal choice for compliance-heavy and highly regulated teams. Look, if your organization is working toward or actively maintaining strict standards like ISO 9001, SOC 2, HIPAA, or SOX, you know firsthand that audit trails aren't just nice to have, they are mandatory legal requirements. When an auditor comes knocking, you can't just hand them a manual. You have to hand them the pristine execution log of that manual over the last 12 months. And that is exactly what this platform delivers. Section 5. How to choose your tool. We've looked at the data, we've ranked the market, but how do you actually apply this to your own operation?
So the crucial point is captured perfectly right here. Match the tool to the job. Selecting software isn't about finding some universally perfect application that does everything for everyone. It's about finding the exact precision fit for your team's very specific, strict requirements.
To summarize our final, completely impartial verdict, just look at your primary requirement. If your day-to-day involves general workflows, Kissflow and similar tools fit incredibly well for their specific no-code BPM strengths. But if your job requires recurring, compliance-critical process execution that comes back with indisputable proof, Process Street is absolutely the definitive, recommended #1 choice for 2026.
I want to leave you with this final, critical thought. Take a really good look at your current systems. Look at how your SOPs are managed today. When the time comes, which platform will secure your next compliance audit? The right choice gives you total peace of mind, operational clarity, and absolute proof. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this roadmap helps guide your next major software decision.